Hi, I'm Jennifer Corcoran, and this is my son Matthew Helton. We live in Ohio, and Matthew is 22 years old. He's about 4'10" and 108 pounds. We love to be in our communities. We spend a lot of time with our friends and our families. We love to be with our neighbors. We go on walks. We like to go bowling, go to the movies, go to plays, go to the zoo. But we can't do any of that without height adjustable adult changing tables. If we choose to go to those places, Matthew has to sit soiled or we have to return home. And that really puts a strain on our lives. And I ask you, would you go anywhere and not have a restroom? I don't think you would. So please help us. We need to have height adjustable adult changing tables in public places. Matthew deserves a hygienic, safe, and dignified place to meet his restroom needs just like the rest of us. Thank you.
This is Susan. She is an active grandmother of 12 who does not let her disability stop her. Susan became disabled at 55 years old when she had to have her.
I am Christina, and this is my son, Ethan. Yes, and we are from Pennsylvania, and we advocate for height-adjustable adult-size changing tables in our community, across our state here, and also across our nation with other fellow advocates. So how do you feel whenever we walk into a bathroom and there is a baby changing table? Thumbs down, right? Baby changing tables are for babies. Are you a baby? No. And there's other individuals across our entire nation who also need an adult-size changing table. So how do you feel when we walk into a large restroom and there's an adult-size changing table? Thumbs up, right? How does that make you feel?
Feel happy. Feel happy.
It makes you feel happy. He's telling you that with his AAC device, with his talker. It does make you feel happy. It makes me feel happy too. So we advocate for these so restrooms are more inclusive and accessible for all people, and to give everyone equal access to use a public restroom. And I want to make note that it's really important that we advocate for these because it doesn't just impact the individual, but it impacts their entire family. For example, there are many places in our community that we have never been as a family. Yes. We have never been to our community pool.
No.
So him and his twin brother have never been to our own community pool. We've never gone and watched the Steelers play football as a family. We haven't been able to do so many things, large events, concerts, or so many things that we miss out on with the lack of inclusive and accessible restrooms. So what we want to end with is utilizing a public restroom is a basic human right, and it's being denied to thousands of individuals every single day, our son included. So that's why we can continue to advocate and continue to share our story, because we need to do better, right? Yes. And when we know better, we do better. And it's time for change.
Yes.
The reason why these are so important in our communities is because many people with disabilities or medical conditions that cause incontinence or the need for self-care, when they go into the public, there are very few, if any, adult-sized changing tables in the restrooms where they can either change themselves or change one of their loved ones. So this is very personal to me because I have a 10-year-old, she's almost 11 now, that is, she uses a wheelchair and she's also still in diapers. And she has outgrown the baby changing tables that only hold between 30, 40 pounds. She outgrew those a long time ago. So when our family goes out, and we're a very active family, we love going and doing things. We love going to museums, parks, just like what a typical family does. But for us, it's not typical in the fact that we have to change our daughter either on the bathroom floor, in the back of our van, or we just simply aren't able to go places. Right now, I'm still able to do those things, get up and down off the floor, change her in the back of the van because she is still small for her age. So, but as she grows older, her needs are going to grow, and it's going to be harder to do those things safely. And also for people that travel through our state, that's something a lot of people don't think about is having these in our rest stops, in our public parks, in our museums, at our playgrounds, all of the places that families and individuals go to enjoy life. It's the fun, it's the getting out in nature and doing these things. And everyone deserves to be able to do those things. but a lot of people aren't really aware that there is a need for these type of universal adult size changing tables. But that's why it's such a mission for me, is to help bring awareness, because this directly impacts my family, but I also know how many other people are being excluded from their communities, having to stay at home, having to make that terrible choice that no one should have to make, whether they can be a part of their communities or not, simply due to lack of adequate, accessible, and safe public restrooms.
Hi, my name is Steve. I'm an advocate for adult changing tables. I work with people with disabilities. I volunteer with them. I have a disability, and you guys need adult changing tables for people with disabilities. There's only 2 in Minnesota. One's in Mall of America, one's at the Science Museum, and you have to ask for a key to go to the bathroom. You shouldn't have to ask for a key for an adult changing table. I have to wear diapers sometimes because I have accidents. I have to get changed on a floor or on the grass where our people can see me. I have no privacy, and it's wrong. And there's nothing people can do, but people have to start listening. It's so disrespectful what I have to go through it. Everybody else in the world, even the state fair, there's no adult changing tables there. You guys need more adult changing tables in every state. It would really help people with disabilities.
Hi, I'm Christy from Louisiana. I am the mother of 2 children with cerebral palsy that are both in wheelchairs and require changes multiple times a day. Because of the lack of facilities and places to change them, we do not travel very much. Even something as simple as going to the grocery store, going to doctor's appointments, we are so limited as to where we can go or where we can change them, so therefore we don't get to travel very much. The need for adjustable height changing tables is extremely important to us, because that will give us what we need to be able to travel with our girls and get to experience things that they don't normally get to experience.
For us, having changing tables available would mean, most importantly, that we wouldn't have to lay Sophia down on a dirty bathroom floor to change her with no privacy, and when we're out in public places. It would mean that we could stay out exploring, and Sophia could have all the experiences that her friends are able to have, playing out with her friends, exploring new things, without having to leave to rush home to change her diaper, or risk changing her in a place that's not safe or doesn't afford her any privacy. And I really think about as Sophia gets older, or I think about our friends who are older already, and how, maybe a teenage girl being changed, going out for a play date with her dad and having to be changed on the floor of the men's restroom with no privacy. That's not something I want for Sophia or for any of our friends. So that's what it means to us, right, Soph?